I'd like to introduce you now to Kathe Spracklen, the writer of Sargon, and Jim Zuber of Blue Chip Software, creators of Millionaire. Gary.
Kathe, you know, one of the amazing things about chess games is it seems like it was 15 or 20 years ago that chess programming on a big computer system was a major research topic. And then one day I walked into Macy's and saw a little chess program and a tiny little board. What happened to cause that to take place anyway?
Obviously, the microcomputer revolution, the existence of a single chip computer. I guess it's like if a new mountain sprung up in the world, all the mountain climbers would rush to it. And there's a new processor out there, you've got to see what it's capable of doing.
But it seems like there's a lot of work or a lot of programming would have to go into just the strategies that would take place inside of a chess game. What is the basic way that you construct a chess program?
Okay, yes, there is a lot of work that goes on to it. What you have to do, like any big project, you have to break it down into manageable steps. And we divide it up into move generation. How do you get the machine to understand what is a pawn move, what is a queen move? Then you have to have evaluation. Now that you can make moves, which moves are good moves, which moves are bad moves. And that gets you into the whole concept of search, look ahead, which is another whole topic. How can you make it as fast as possible so you can see as far ahead as possible? And then there's another whole realm which has to do with graphics displays and user features, and how do you let the human being get into the program as much as possible.
Okay, and in the case of the Mac, now you've got a very graphical interface here, obviously. Was that quite a change in the...
Oh, it was, but it was delightful. You know, it was like presenting a kid with a mountainous ice cream sundae. It was everything you ever wanted and a computer never had before. Between the
Well, show us how you used the Mac, in fact, to augment Sargon.
Okay, well, the first thing, the most obvious thing is how do you make your moves in the computer? When we were dealing with older generation machines, you had to type in coordinates that represented the squares of the board, like E2, E4 for a pawn move. Now you simply take this little cursor that looks like a crosshair, position it over the piece that you want to move, press, let it go where you want to move it. And Sargon responds by flashing his move.
And it actually does record the coded move.
Yes, if you still want to see the move list, you can get it recorded there. If you like, you can print it. There's a file. You can print the move list if you want to do that. All of the features that are... I didn't mean to do that.
Well, it certainly makes it a lot simpler to use and a lot easier to see what's going on in the other games.
All the features you can get at just with the press of a mouse button. In fact, it's aside from naming your game, that's the only time you'd ever need to touch the keyboard.
How does a game like this fare in terms of playing a good chess player? Does it do well?
It beats the majority of tournament chess players, and it just absolutely the vast majority of casual chess players. A world champion would have no difficulty beating it whatsoever. A chess master could probably play it 100 games in a row, and it might surprise it and win one game or something. The master might win all 100.
Can you win the game pretty well because you know all the corners?
I have to set it on its lowest level. You can set levels based on time. If I put it on 5 seconds move, and if I select this little thing called easy play, then I can beat it.
Kathe, you went from Sargon to Sargon II to Sargon III. What were the improvements? How is it a better chess game now?
Each edition of Sargon involved a total rewrite of the chess playing algorithm. Each version of the program had approximately a ×10 or better speed improvement, which translates directly to a play enhancement. The big thing that a user of Sargon II would notice compared to Sargon III, Sargon II played a fine game of chess if you were patient. If you were willing to wait 2 or 3 minutes a move, you got a fine game of chess. Sargon III gives you that same game of chess at 5 or 10 seconds a move.
And I understand that this is a husband-wife team?
That's right.
As far as programming is concerned. That's great.